We should be live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. And I say we, but Mrs. Sick, as the title might suggest, is sick. She's been down in the weather. That doesn't sound right. She's been ill for the last maybe 2 days, and has been trying to blow chunks today, and decided that maybe that wouldn't be the greatest sound effect, the greatest sort of backing track to a stream. So she's decided to move herself to the bedroom and hide under the covers and watch. I think she's watching Empire. I'm not 100% sure, but she's definitely not doing this. So sorry about that, all the all of Mrs. Six fans. All, I'm going to say 12 of you. I don't know. There may be more. There may be less. There may be none. Yeah, so it's just me today. Sorry about that. Someone was asking about whether the streams were a little bit earlier or later than they used to be, one or the other. Probably because daylight savings time is a thing. If you're not in England, then the time will probably move backwards or forwards depending on which time of year it is. Otherwise, it's always 9 o'clock GMT. I always try and make sure that it's 9 o'clock GMT so that I just have a very fixed thing to do. And it helps me because I'm an anxious motherfucker and I find structure to be pleasing. Don't forget to hit that like button, people. Yeah, I experimented this week. I've been experimenting. I hope those of you who've watched it enjoyed the video. It was actually a joy to make. It was really, really funny and really someone sent me a link to it a few weeks back, and like the first line about what if your family dies, and I was just in fucking hysterics. That was so funny to me. So it was basically a really easy video to make, apart from the fact that I apparently put in loads of editing heavy bits. They don't look that much, but the first half of it took me fucking ages to edit together, way longer than usual. So it sort of balances itself out from some scripts being very difficult to write to, easier fucking editing. You're the only creator that I can say my name right. Fuckunt 3000. Yeah, so Mrs. Sick isn't here. It's just me, and yeah, had a bit of a poorly week. We've got a semi thing about the sickness thing. We're hoping that she's just ill. I mean, one of the kids has been ill recently. There is the possibility that we did a stupid and might have made another sickling. Not super happy about that idea. Not that I wouldn't love another kid and wouldn't love it to pieces, but I'd rather not, because oh my shit, I am so fucking tired. But if that happens, then that happens, and we shall do as you do. She's not she's pro-choice, but she doesn't particularly enjoy abortion herself, you might put it that way. So yeah, she wouldn't do that if that's the case. But whatever, say gravy. I mean, it's not the same when I say it, because I say it properly, unlike her saying it wrong, which is why it's entertaining to make her say it. But yeah, make babies. Yeah. It was a really stupid situation. She was having really great difficulty sleeping, and my last solution is always to just bang her to sleep. But I was so fucking tired that I did a stupid. We'll put it that way. That cold is going around in my area in Kent. The nose lasts, but if it's the same one I have, you feel better after a day or two. I mean, it might be that. I don't know. I'm hoping it's that, because like I said, I cannot be fucking bothered. My girlfriend gets induced in the morning. Number 6 for us. I feel the tired so much. Number 6. Jesus Christ. I've only got two. I mean, they're twins, and they're, you know, they can be difficult at times. I never wanted more than two, and I was very happy when I got exactly. Don't do the stupid. It's stupid. It is very stupid. I failed No Nut November. I failed it on day one because A, I always forget that it even exists, and B, I don't participate because yeah, I'm not like a super heavy nutter as it was, as it were. So I'm not particularly into that. Like November, I don't do things that people participate in. I don't tend to do them. I was kind of loathed to. There was the whole Patreon thing, Patreon Patron Day, where you're supposed to shout out to all of the people who are patrons of yours on Patreon, and I didn't do that. I just sent a message that went out to everybody, just saying, I'm not going to do some fancy bullshit post, but I am going to tell you that you are insane and cool and all that shit. But I also sent a message to every Whiskey Club member. Well, no, I put a community post, but basically same difference. My goodness. Someone with an absolutely enormous phone number tried to phone me. I'm assuming it's someone from a country that is not my own. That could have been a phone call. Hello? No, this is not local. I am not the pizza place. If I had known what I know now 30-ish years ago, I would have just bought a dog kennel. I don't really participate on NNN, but I do participate in Forbid Fat February. Fuck's sake, is there one for every month? My astrology sign is whiskey, maybe. I mean, possibly. I'm not a huge... I don't know if you could tell, but I'm not particularly into astrology. But I also know that there isn't a whiskey. If they changed them all to different drinks, I guess I'd be more into that. All phone numbers are massive in Europe. I mean, in the UK, it's only about 11 digits. I mean, it took me fucking years to remember my own phone number, and then I changed it. But the latest one I have is very, very easy to remember. No, you can't know what it is. You fucking assholes will call me. Not that that's particularly bad thing, but no, I don't like talking to people in live. It's challenging for me because I'm kind of a misanthrope. Hi Harry, how you doing? I thought you said you cancelled that. You've still got the glass. Maybe it just lasts. Why does Scotland keep calling me? The entirety of Scotland? Maybe they're asking for something back. US numbers are only 8 digits. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. What do you want, cat? Oh, my cat is such a bellend. She spends the entire day just shouting at me. You gonna shout at the stream? Yeah? What are you doing, Bubby? Yeah? See if we can get her to make a noise. Oh, you don't shout now, do you? No, now you're going to be silent. You come off all coy. Been wanting you to be quiet all day. And finally... have you heard of Plant X? Recommend for the next video. Plant X or Planet X? Because I've heard of Planet X. That's Nibiru or something like that. My cat is a car knob. I mean, she's definitely a knob. She just scratched my foot because she's a dumbass. She's very, very clumsy and kind of fat. Didn't realise she was fat until we took her to the vets and they went, oh, she's a little bit overweight. I was like, is she? I mean, compared to fat cats, she ain't nothing like that, but yeah, we've had to put her on a diet. Is that whiskey I hear? Never. Me drink whiskey? That's insanity. Oh wait, no, I tell a lie. It's totally whiskey. We are all stardust, yes. What is it? Meat suits piloted by electrical ghosts made out of stardusts. spinning around a big ball of slightly damp dirt until we inevitably crash into something or just have something explode near us. When we see normal sized pets, we often think they are underweight. I mean, all pets are fat compared to like how they would be in the wild because, well, we're all a little bit too well fed. Although I'm trying my best to be under well fed. I'm an idiot. I thought Baldy / Conspiracy Cats was there. Oh, right. No. I'm not very good at talking to people. I've been invited on a number of shows / people's streams and the like, and oh, it's like pulling teeth with me. I am absolutely fucking awful at just going to talk to people because in the back of my head there's a little man that lives in my head who's constantly screaming about how I'm gonna fuck everything up. I mean, he's doing that anyway, but I don't want to fuck someone else's stuff up as well. My child is the only reason why I'm not dead. He's my little baby. I like calling my cat baby because he's so pure, BB. I hear good things about you on other channels. Oh, that's really weird. It's very odd when people like just talk about me, or I listened to a stream some guys made. I went on that same stream, which took me fucking weeks to do, but I did it because I'm a good boy. And yeah, the one they did before, they played a video and they watched it together, and so surreal. Seeing someone watch and react to something I've made and not just go, what the fuck is this bullshit? This is terrible. Stop making content, you fool. Cat, what do you want? And why are you meowing at me from a distance? Do you think that the stream are going to get you? Yeah? Yeah, funny thing about this cat, this is Mrs. Six cat. We got her together. But it was ostensibly she wanted her. And I said, okay, fine. You've got to look after her though, lol. That was a stupid idea. Or a stupid thing to say. That cat loves the shit out of me. I'm a bit of an introvert myself. Yeah, live streaming is a bit stressful, but good practice. Picking up my knuckles on the old floor. I have to say the new live action Cersei is quite impressive, and you're not nearly as round as you like to claim. I mean, I am losing weight, but I am definitely overweight. I mean, it's only recently that I've dropped below 20 stone. Change that to your local currency. I'm not doing it for you. I genuinely hate it when I say something. It's X amount of pounds, or it's this time in England or in Greenwich Mean Time. What do you want, cat? And why are you shouting at me? What? What do you want? She just keep wagging her tail at me. Yeah? Come here. Come here. Sit down. Shut up. Yeah. That's something that drives me a little bit mad. Is like, you have the internet. All I'm going to do is go to Google and change that for you. Because I don't know it off the top of my head. I don't know shit. I am very, very stupid. You're 5'8" and 14 stone. Yeah, I'm about 6'3". I always thought I was shorter, but everyone seems to think that I'm 6'3", and some measurements tell me that, so I guess I am. And yeah, just 129 kilograms. Yeah, I don't know, or 280 pounds. Yeah. See, that's why it's confusing and why I'm not going to learn other ways of saying it, because I have no idea. The cat said, go on shills, wink wink. Yeah, I've been meaning to go. I can't remember if it was shills or someone else. I've been asked to go on a few things. Not that I'm tooting my own horn of being famous and good at the sex and all that, but people do ask me to do stuff. Oh, hey, Cookie. Ich bin habe Brot. That was the one. Yeah? You gonna keep meowing? Oh, you give me a little wink. Give me a little wink, baby. Yeah? Um, magnificent. If it makes you feel better, I went from 18 stone to 13 in a bit under a year. It's definitely doable. I'm not the kind of person who's particularly bothered about doing things at a rate of knots. Otherwise, I would get more videos out. Um, I prefer slow and steady to win the race, as it were. Mrs. Sick is absolutely fucking awful for going overboard when it comes to doing things like exercise. She has started exercise routines and diets. I can't even remember how many times. And what she always does is she goes, I'm not eating any food that I like, and I'm going to do this exercise routine at its highest level and completely fucking ruin myself. She did Insanity. You could tell by the name that it's not something that you're supposed to go in at level fucking 10, but she did. And basically made herself fucking disabled for like 2 weeks for just how badly she hurt her legs. Just amazingly. Boss Tuber, stop spamming the same link, dude. I've told you. That's an abuse of the wrench power, and if you do it again, it's going away. Tell people to go look for it if you're so desperate. I just moved on my own, hence the weight loss. Just moved with your own force. Markiplier does what? Well, gives people wrenches and then takes them away for using them. Because, yeah, I think it seems to work. Okay, sorry, just sign it though. Yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the weight loss thing. I mean, I've lost two stone out of I was 22 stone not too long ago, so it's working out quite well. Sorry, got my own place. I thought you meant lost weight by moving. That's what I thought you meant. It's just, well, I wasn't moving on my own before. I was being dragged around by two Filipino slave boys. No wonder I couldn't lose weight. Oh my god, cat. Excuse me, I'm gonna... What? What do you want? Okay, what do you want? What do you want? Don't just lie on the floor. That's no use to me. Well, I'm gonna go throw you at Mummy. I will be back momentarily. Come on, you. Right. You're gonna have to deal with meowing because you won't fucking leave me alone. Right. Hopefully she doesn't need a piss, because I just put her in our bedroom with Mummy, so I don't know. But my goodness. Greetings, half palm. That sounds like a masturbation joke. Cat stream when? I mean, she's been in some videos, and I was going to put her in a video a couple of weeks back where I was laid on the floor as a spoof, because she kept fucking... Every time I lie on the floor, have you eaten the cat? No, she's alive. She's just in the other room, so she stops fucking meowing at me. Marijuana. Content. Yeah. We really don't care. Don't drag bullshit from other channels' users to this chat. We don't need it. You're being incredibly boring. Okay? I mean... Yeah, I'm not interested in other people's streams, I'll tell you that. These things are just for me to sit and prattle and practice doing live stuff, and having the ability to talk incessantly for about an hour without, not talking for ages. Excluding when I have to take a cat to another room because she won't shut her fucking mouth. So you're saving yours for when the strays run out. No. She's a pet. You don't eat pet cats. That's weird. You eat stray cats / cats that you don't know if they're pets or not. But, they're near you and they fell into the cat trap. She's an indoors cat mostly. And she knows where the traps are. Who watches NBS? I don't know Oh, yeah. Um, I don't know. He's quite popular, but I'm not a fan. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not particularly interested. I'm not particularly interested in general in other, like, talking about other people. I like arguing with people, and I like arguing with things they've said. But a long time ago, when I first started this channel, I would go to streams and people would be talking about someone, and it always made me feel really fucking awkward. I don't like to talk about someone with no context, nothing that they said's there. You could talk about a video someone's made and what they're doing, but like talking about people, I don't know. I find it a little bit cringe. It makes me cringe. I don't like doing that. I try not to bring other people up in videos now. It happens occasionally. Sometimes you need to, but yeah, it's something that I try to avoid. It's the sort of the drama thing. Like I've had tiny amounts of drama, and they've always been ugh. I do not like it. Um, what I try to do now is just I want to live in my own little corner of YouTube and do the best I can, and maybe occasionally hang out with some other people, and just mostly just hang out with my subscribers on these little weekend things, because that's my comfort zone basically. Um, yeah, I don't like, how do I put it? I don't like giving other people the opportunity to fuck my shit up for me. Like it's the same reason I can't stand. Um, I don't like lending people things generally. I will do it, but I don't like doing it. I'll lend them money, but my things, I'm very rarely happy about that. Mostly because I don't mind if I break something of my own. I'm not fucking happy about it. I don't like breaking my stuff. But the feeling of breaking my own thing is like, oh, fuck's sake. But the feeling when someone else breaks one of my things because they were clumsy with it or they did something stupid, um, oh my fucking god, it really, really, it just upsets me. In which is your little bit of YouTube going to have to be declared not for kids, and is your content at risk? Um, I don't think my content is at risk. Um, if I struggle to even, I mean, I've had people accuse me of pandering to kids. I don't really understand how that works. But if I look at my analytics, like there's almost nobody under the age of 18 who watches my channel. That is easily my smallest demographic. And I know that a lot of people have pointed out that, oh well, people will set themselves to 18. Well, A, that's not my fault, because they want to get the content that is higher ages, and B, I can't remember my fucking point. I'm not that smart either. No, I don't think kids would even enjoy what I make. Like, it's it's fucking stupid, and it's also quite boring. 40s represent kids. Yeah. But yeah, with the analytics thing, like, even if you consider that there are lots of kids making 18 plus profiles, they're not going to go much higher than that, because they don't want to end up with the shit for fucking old people. Um, so, and most people, when they lie about their age, they lie about it to reasonably close. It seems quite unusual to do anything other than that. Um, but when you look at my analytics, I'm sort of 25 to 35 is my main demographic. Some a little bit older, some a little bit younger. Um, a surprising amount above 65, which I know a few people have told me how old they are. Um, so, yeah. Actually, copper doesn't apply for content made for general audience. That's why Even if you make videos with kids in it, as long as it's not obviously for kids, you're golden. Yeah, it's not something I'm super duper worried about. Like, you've got the channels that are, hey kids, for like 20 minutes. Yeah, that's clearly there's. It's like the idea of things that are made for children and things that are made for families. Like, they're not the same thing. Although I do subscribe to the notion that just because your target demographic is kids doesn't give you an excuse to make garbage. Some of the best kids' TV shows are entertaining for adults to watch and usually have some decent gags in them. Um, a particular favourite when the Sicklings were very young, which is years ago now, which is really fucking weird to think, but was Pocoyo. Mostly because the animation in that show is excellent, and it has a certain comedic flair to it. Also, it was voiced. At least the first couple of seasons were voiceovered by Stephen Fry and Stephen Fry's Bay. Um, it's only for American Cersei, a Canadian told me. I mean, I assume it would be that, but the thing is, YouTube is an American platform, so there's gonna be overlap for people who make stuff elsewhere. I mean, yeah, Google is global technically, but as a general rule, when there's a rule for one country over like a strong rule for a particular country, a lot of the time it just happens everywhere. I think it's the same thing like with the Steam refunds program. I think it was the European Union in general went right. You need a fucking refunds program because people need to be able to get rid of stuff that is garbage, and if you're not doing that, you're going to be breaking the law now. And so they just did it everywhere, as far as I understand it. Anyway, copper may have been a thing for 21 years. It's all about the enforcement of it and the fact that there are many, many laws and rules and all sorts of other thing copper can drink. Uh, yeah. Like, there are many, many rules and laws and other things that have been around for ages, but just because they are there doesn't mean that anybody thinks about them or enforces them, and then they go, oh shit, we've got a rule for that. Fuck, we better do something about it. The FTCSDAA can't find me. I live in Panama. You live in Panama? Ooh. Isn't that... I don't want to say where I think that is, but I think I know where that is. But I'm not 100% sure. Does Cersei need a copper whiskey? I mean, most whiskies are copper in colour, so I like that. The English just ignore what Americans do from what I hear. To an extent, there is definitely some American culture impact, especially with younger people. Often comes off as quite obnoxious ways. But it's, yeah, usually just the more obnoxious stuff. Kids like being obnoxious, apparently. I think YouTube has gone overboard with what can and can't be out there. Like, I've seen stuff that will only offend people who want attention. I mean, yeah. I hear a southerner saying copper. Well, I'm saying it copper, but I would say copper. Not copper. Call love a duck, call blimey. I am not from London. I often get asked. I live in the north of England, and my accent is very much the south of England, and I get asked where I come from. I'm like, well, I live here. I've lived here for like over a decade, but which is also another weird. Time fucking flies. I know they tell you. I know they keep telling you, like, when you're older, time will go really fast, and you don't fucking believe them. Like, my 20s took fucking forever to happen and be over, and sort of between sort of 20 to 25 was reasonably slow as well. But once I hit 25, that I sometimes think that I'm 20. I think, how old am I again? I'm 25. No, wait, no. I'm a little bit older than that. Oh my god. Where am I from? Down south. um, all I'm willing to say is that I come from the home counties originally, um, which is a lot of fucking places. But specifically, it is a bunch of counties that surround London. All the counties that are around London are the home counties. And uh, and when people ask me where I'm from, and I say I'm from where I'm, when people IRL ask me, I'll tell them where I'm actually from. And am I from Texas? Ah, you can tell by my Texan drawl. Why are they called the home counties? Because London is the capital of England, and so the counties around it are the home counties. It's because they're around the capital. I'm from Buckinghamshire. I can't remember which bit of that it is, but I'm trying to think. I want to say where I'm from. I'd love to say where I'm from, and it wouldn't really make that much difference, but I'd just rather not. Um, but yeah, when someone asks me where I'm from and I tell them where I'm actually from, and then they go, "Where's that?" and I said, "Oh, it's one of the home counties," and they go, "What are they?" and they say, "Oh, well, they're the counties around London." Oh, so you're from London? And I'm like, "Oh my fucking god, you moron!" That's like so irritating to me. How are we doing for time? We are halfway through this bitch, and I am probably nailing it. I don't know. I brought myself all this extra stuff to make sure I could make a drink without having to get up, so I didn't do a content again. But I'm only halfway through my drink. I'm very disappointed. I think I've been talking too much, like some sort of madman. Hmm. So, on a completely different note, I'm just going to start talking about things that I'm planning to do, whether or not they be channel related or not. The first one is that Mrs. Sick wants to start a channel. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be based on. Some of you find it really interesting, others will not. But she wants to start a channel, but her current computer has been driving her a little bit mental. Which it's my old computer, and it was a great computer, but it is a little bit long in the tooth. So I thought, okay, fine. I'm going to have to spend a lot of money on it, which I'm not super looking forward to, but anything that makes her feel productive and happier is good in my book and worth spending a little bit of money on, you know. So, yeah, I'm going to be basically building her a computer, a new computer. The thing that excites me about it in a strange way is that as we were looking at cases for her, like the same day, a sort of some pre-reviews of a case that is coming out in like a month from now, but it's called The Land Cool 2 by Leanne Lee, and it is a fucking gorgeous case that is so fucking packed with awesome features, and it just looks beautiful, and it's got all this shit, and she really likes the way it looks, and I want that case for my system, even though my system probably has a better case. It's just really nice, and yeah, it's the first time I've ever decided to pre-order a case. It is a really really nice case, and I hope I manage to get a pre-order. I'm gonna pre-order it, get it in white. I'm gonna build her a system into it, and hopefully that makes her happy. Have to try and figure out a little bit of saving for it, but if I can get her that, and it gives her a reason to work at her desk and sort of reorganize her little workspace. Um, that should make her a bit happier. Have you watched other YouTubers that do similar stuff to you, like Professor Stick and Logic? Do you mean Logicked? Because I've watched Logicked for years. I don't watch Professor Stick, not for any particular reason, I just don't. I occasionally watch other people do other things, but The main stuff I watch is tech videos and Dragon Ball Z abridged, and I hate to say it, but I listen to an ungodly amount of Reddit, um, just Reddit posts turned into robot voices because it's really easy to listen to in the background while you're doing something else. Is she going to stream all my bad habits? I don't have any bad habits. I am amazing. Professor Stick ain't real. I mean, he is just a stick. Just go to Reddit. I can't read Reddit while I'm doing other things, can I? Also, I can't read. And yet somehow these... actually, no, to be fair, you can totally get something to read these out to you. But no, I can read. Honest. No, don't say that. Any podcasts? I don't really listen to podcasts. There's been a few. Like, I used to listen to the Oddcast back in the day. But other than that, there's nothing that I particularly regularly listen to. Like I said, I watch an ungodly. I watch like Linus Tech Tips all the fucking time, and just really random shit as well. I watch a lot of speed runs. That's something that I quite enjoy, and tons and tons and tons and tons about either the making of or the history of video games. That's something that interests me quite a lot. What's the most evil thing you've ever done in a video game? I don't know. I'm not very good at being evil in video games. I always find it it makes me feel bad. I would say one of the most evil things, like I've done a few of the evil things in fucking Fallout 3. I've blown up the town of Megaton by setting off the nuke. Then you go there and talk to fucking what's her face, Moira, and she's a fucking ghoul because she survived, but yeah, she gets ghoulified. I would say spoilers if you haven't done that, but if you haven't done it by now, you're probably never going to do it. Attacked a dog in GTA unprovoked. I did do that. I've also shot cats. I almost always abuse the animals in games like a complete absolute monster. But mostly just to see how Mrs. Sick reacts. Because I think that shit is fucking hysterical. She gets so upset. I'm like, dude, it's not a real animal. I couldn't hurt an animal like that. But I'm playing GTA M. Oh, is that M or right now? I'm struggling to read. The chickens in Zelda. That's not evil. The evil of that is when you fucking do it for long enough and then they murder the shit out of you. It's also very amusing to take a chicken from what is it, Breath of the Wild, and throw it at a baddie and get the baddie to hit the chicken, and then the baddie just gets fucked up by chickens. That's pretty entertaining. But like I've done some pretty horrible things in games just to see what would happen. Like I've been playing the Outer Worlds recently, and almost every single time, I've done an NPC quest where there's a particular NPC that character likes. I will shoot that character in the head to see what happens and see how they react to it. And they often get upset and really narky with me. But you know, that's what saves and loads are for. That's what saves coming's for. Have you pushed a rabbi in GTA 4? I have never pushed a rabbi in GTA 4 that I'm aware of. It's a shame feeding apples to dogs in Breath of the Wild can't make them ill. Such a shame. If you want something that's evil, feeding cookies to parrots in Minecraft because they're poisonous. It used to be that it was a real thing, and then people were like, no, cocoa is poisonous to parrots, don't do that. And they changed it, which is actually kind of a good idea, because you really don't want kids killing off some poor fuckers, you know, $3,000 fucking dollar ridiculously rare talking pigeon. There was a GoldenEye mission where I would kill Natalia immediately. Yeah. I mean, there's many things in games where you just have to do something horrible. The worst thing I've ever done by accident, or at least the worst ways I've ever felt in games by accident, is always accidentally killing a dog. It makes me feel really bad. Or just hurting it. In Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a few dogs that mooch around the first town. And I was riding my horse through, and I heard, "Ooh!" And I got immediately off to run up to the dog and go, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. Yeah, so I don't think I've done anything that bad, but I'm also just I'm bad at being bad in games. I generally can't help but do the nice thing. And yeah, I feel awful when I do bad things to a random number generator. Except for, what's his name? From fucking Skyrim. He's completely innocent, but holy shit do I hate him. Have you gotten to the Cloud District very often? No, I thought not. And it's just like, someone said, Skyrim VR is worth it just to kill him over and over again. Have you heard of Iger Television, a guy who believes that in flat Earth I came across in modern day debate? If you find anything that you want me to take a look at, email it to me. My email is on my about page, or DM me on Twitter. My Twitter is also on, I think it's on my about page and on my sort of main page. We need to start a Sursic Discord fan page, the best horrible people community I'm part of. You can start a Discord fan page. Do not expect me to show up. I'm bad enough as it is, just doing stuff on YouTube often enough. The fan in Oblivion. Oh my god. One of my favourite things, actually, something fun to do in Skyrim, especially with the shouts, especially with the freezing shout, is if you had like a goat or something up a mountain, you could freeze it and then it would roll off. I don't know if it does it anymore, but on sort of the day one patched version of the game, you could make the goats go at hyper speed down a mountain, rolling frozen solid. I keep getting banned on Discord. I'm not going to do a Discord. And stop saying things over again. I've told you about spam. I mean, you're not going to lose anything, but I might just time you out, dude. It's annoying. But other than that, like, yeah. Oh, your internet is messing up. Yeah, of course it is. Wink. You'll get banned in the chat if you spam like that. I mean, it does happen. But I am not much for doing Discord, or I have a Discord, an official Discord, and I haven't been there in months. Why are you killing goats? Because fuck goats. Goats are the worst. Oh, good, it's Mrs. Sick. I thought it was one of the kids as I said fuck goats. She being annoying for you now?
She's being a little shit.
Yeah.
She's daddy, trying to open the door to get to you.
Was she digging?
Yeah.
Well, she was in here meowing at me, shouting probably mummy mummy.
Oh, fucking no.
Maybe she needs the toilet. Did you let her?
She came out of the bedroom and went straight for this door. She
Yeah.
didn't try that.
Also, I'm imagining the chat saying hi.
I'm off to bed.
She's off to bed. So don't say hi to her. She doesn't deserve you. Say hi to me, even though you're already here. Kirk Cameron wants to save you with a banana. Someone said it looks like he pulls the banana out of his ass, which I found quite amusing. Sorry, she's gone. Why not Lou? Because she doesn't need the loo. I'm assuming that's why you're asking. She's off back to bed to watch her telly programs because she's not very well. Yeah. So, yeah. Building her a computer. That is something that I am going to be doing over the next few weeks. Giving some parts from my own machine to her and buying others. and taking some of them out of the old machine. But it's still going to cost a lot. You said toilet. Did I? I don't know. Hi Sessic, AMD is the best. Or AMD is the best? Oh, you mean processors? Yes, she's getting a Ryzen. She's gonna get my old 1600, and I'm gonna upgrade myself a little bit whilst building her machine. It only makes sense, really. I'm thinking of getting a 2700X since they seem to be really fucking good bang for buck. Yeah, on a completely different kind of. I mean, it's technology based. That's kind of what it will. Shot down an employee of my girlfriend in a flight sim. Was trying to show him how cool the game was. Even said to myself, "Don't kill him this time." But I lined up and I couldn't not pull the trigger. You're a monster. You're a monster, and there's a special place in hell for you. Then burn it in Minecraft. I mean, you've got to burn everything in Minecraft. Do you have a NAS on your network? I do. With the amount of videos you make, I hope you have a decent, not an external drive type of solution for backups. Yeah, I have a NAS. All of my videos. I mean, there's a certain point at which I just delete videos that I'm not using anymore. But I have a RAID 1 NAS of a couple of terabytes. It does the job. I mostly use it so that I can either work on a video on my laptop or work on a video in the bedroom where my proper computer is. It's quite useful for that. You a monster like Cersic. I am a monster. Am I getting a rise on? Yes. Right. Yeah. I do think that getting if you have more than one computer to work off of, having a network storage is really fucking useful, because I can work on videos on this PC that you're on right now, on my laptop, or in the bedroom, or on Mr. Six's computer or her laptop, or even the kid's computer if I really wanted to, without having to fuck about. One of the things about having that it's made me very organized with how I set up my videos now, because I used to when I made a video for basically the first 3 years of this channel's life, if that's how long, I don't know, for a good deal of this channel's life, up until a few months back when I actually bought the fucking thing. I would make videos by just downloading everything, and files either went into downloads or they went into my documents, and I didn't really do much else. That's just where they were, and if I wanted to actually transfer the thing to a different machine to work on it there, or render it off from there, it was a huge pain in the ass. But now each project, every video is called a project in the projects file. It gets a unique name that generally covers the name of all of the stuff inside it, if I have to name it. If I don't, then it just gets called whatever it's called when it comes off of the internet. But it all goes into the same file, apart from a few regular use files like the background and the intro and all that kind of shit. But get a NAS storage thing. I have a NAS storage thing. The name is 1234 next video. I mean, usually it's just something memorable for what I'm currently working on. Either it'll be something that's slightly amusing to me, or it'll be something really fucking basic, like this week's video was called Ray Comfort Video until I actually finished it. It wasn't until about an hour before I uploaded that I even came up with a half decent name for it. Have I done Ken Ham? I have not done Ken. I've not done Ken Ham. I have not done Ken Ham. But he is on the list of creationist fucking idiots that I am quite looking forward to. Fanny farts. Oh my goodness. Lovely. Yeah. So yeah, having that has made me a bit more organised, because I am fucking terrible at being organised. Holy shit, my desktop used to be a thing of horror. Yeah, they're basically cringe classic. I didn't really want to call it that. I think just doing it and enjoying it, because the videos, as much as everyone's seen them, I think I have a particular style. Queefy, it's a technical term. I think I have a particular style that is comedy centric. I like to think I'm comedy centric. You know, these videos are for entertainment, and if you learn anything, that is of no fault of mine. Fucking hell. If you ever do a time travel person, you should team up with your past self. I have done a time travel person, but I didn't think to do that. And God, I don't even know where the original Sursic image is. I mean, I could get it off the internet, but it would be a bit shite. How about attack MLM marketing companies? That is something that I've considered. Also, the sort of the self-help stuff, the really fucking this will totally help fucking anyone ever kind of content. But a lot of those are like adverts before videos, and it's very difficult to like get them. I can't really figure out how to download them on their own. I wish I had a way of like passing the entirety of YouTube and finding these particular videos, but what are you gonna do? There's some of those that I found so funny just watching them, like I don't want to say it in case I can get a hold of it, but if I can, it's just fucking stupid. And it's like, you can be like me with some stupid shit in my house that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just like, I'm curious about something. Do you have any degree experience in the entertainment industry? I have experience in I don't know what you creative industries. Yes. I don't have I have education, but I don't have anything useful. That's all I'll say. I've been asked if I work in a lot of things. I've never been particularly good with academia in general. Like the learning system that we have in place is something that doesn't work well for me. I learned more once I got a stable internet connection than I had probably in my entire academic career, as it were, because not useful. So you're an art student. No, funnily enough, not that. But no, I don't have any degrees in anything that. I'm not going to tell you that I don't have any at all. I'm not going to tell you that I have any that are useful, and that's the information that you're going to get from me. It's more of a, I don't want to be. I quite like my anonymity, and any information that I don't give you is information that you can't use to figure out who I am. Because fuck you. But the funny thing about that is, with my own name and my all the information that I have about myself, I couldn't find myself on the internet, which was both pleasing and a little bit depressing. I'm sure that one day in many years' time, if I am happy enough to share myself to the internet, my fucking Wikipedia page about me, the person, is going to be really fucking boring. I don't think I'm a hugely interesting person. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, I guess you shouldn't think you're that amazing. But, you know, we will find and break in. I don't even use your real name. Only... Don't even use your real name. Only idiots do that. Yeah. I have a great voice for this. Thank you. I have been told many years that I have a half decent voice. It's gotten me laid a couple of times. I would never do that either. Are you telling me your name isn't BossTuber87? Fuck, you lied to me. If you ever Google me, you find next to nothing about me. I Googled me, I found literally nothing about me. Literally nothing. I tried to find my Facebook page, my real life Facebook page, with my name, and I couldn't fucking find it. It was very depressing. There were a lot of other people with my name. Which didn't help, but like even that my location didn't help me find it, and it was just like, that's why Mrs. Sick is ill. She's illin. She is somewhat gangster, doing the things that gangsters do, like being poorly and watching TV. I say TV. John Smith. I have a what do you call it? I have an account somewhere attached to something related to Sir Sick, but I didn't want to use my real name for it. So I think I called something somewhere John Doe. Just because I was a little bit paranoid at the time. I'm less paranoid now. Do I have an alias? Yeah. Something Pringle. Mrs. Sick is Cheryl Pringle. I can't... Gavin Pringle. That's my alias. That's what the chat once decided. That we were the Pringles. She was Cheryl and I was Gavin. I think that's right. She remembers better than me. I'm terrible with fake names for myself, apparently. Yeah. But, yeah, other than this, I've done things in my life. I've done a lot of fucking work. And most of my working life was for my family, and I've done other bits of work here and there. And I worked for a creative company for a while. I've got a lot of creative friends. That's sort of something that I've existed in, and that got me interested in it. And making videos was always something I wanted to do, but I always thought it was something that I wouldn't be able to do until I saw a lot of people do this sort of stuff at the very basic level. And when I started, all of my videos were literally just a still image and my commentary over things. And then as time went on, I started actually trying to make good videos with comedy and structure made in a way that people actually find entertaining. Just looked myself up and found nothing. Yes! No lollipop lizards. Damn it. I thought you'd be all over the place. Right, we've got a couple of minutes left before I'm going to shut this bitch down. So, this would normally be where I go, the video's up, but YouTube is being YouTube. But YouTube was good today, so they actually paid attention and did shit. But if you haven't watched the video, you should go and watch it. If you have watched the video, go and watch it again, but not too many more times, because YouTube doesn't like that. But watch it again, maybe a couple of times. Maybe stick it on a playlist. Maybe watch a playlist of Sir Six videos, just on repeat for the rest of your life. It's fine. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know if I'm going to do... I'm kind of considering doing the follow-up to this week's video as next week's. I made a playlist. Yeah, they're called RE Sick Reply videos. But other people have made better playlists. I need to cull that playlist. Because there are some videos, some of my older videos are a bit shit. Some of them are just... there's nothing I've ever said that I necessarily disagree with, but I disagree with the way I've said certain things. So I might, I have gotten rid of a few that I just don't like anymore and stuff like that. And I probably need to do that again. If YouTube doesn't like it when you watch videos, then I've screwed so many ASMR content creators. It doesn't like it when you repeatedly do it, and I think sort of ad nauseum. But yeah. Oh no, it's over. Well, baby boy, we'll be here tomorrow. Wish us luck. Most definitely our last one. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, good luck. I would say congrats, but you got 6 of the fuckers. I'm more like Godspeed, don't die. Yeah. So yeah, it's hit the hour now. So I am gonna say thanks for coming, everyone. Hope you had fun somehow. Don't know how you do that, but yeah. And we will see you next week. I'm sure she'll be back. If not, it'll just be me again, the absolute piece of trash that I am. But yeah, thank you all very much, and we will see you next time.